get what you want. 1/7, that's bad. That's racial. And Congressman and I also agree, when you get insurance at the new Baucus Senate bill, it's been leaked out. One line on malpractice reform. Why? I'll give you 2 lawyers. Not good. Your bill. It's hurting doctors. In fact, in 2015, we'll be down to 26%. Every year, the federal government cut back cardiology training, and now, is that the right thing to do? Prevention is important, but where should you push prevention? No drugs, no alcohol, and that's where you will see the reduction in morbidity and mortality in the out of the streets. Who have streets homeless? There are drug addicts out there. Has the federal government stopped drug addiction here? $1 trillion.
So don't lie to the American people. You know why? Here's the punchline. You're not idiots. Now just ask the president to respect who you are. He says he wants to listen. So Mr. President, please listen. I'm a Democrat. I'm a conservative Democrat. I come here as a patient advocate. I'm trying to talk to you through the eyes of the physician. And we need to work together, but he's got to listen. And we need more specialty doctors. Right now, in 2020, all right, we're going to be down cardiac surgeons. We won't have any in Western Maryland or the central part of Maryland. Open heart will go down. On top of that, if we compare our statistics compared to Britain, they bypass only 200 people per million. We do 2,000. Why? Is it because unnecessary surgery? Absolutely not. I resent it when they said, doctors, take your tonsils out to earn more money. Visiting doctors is not good. You know why? Because many people here had kids, my daughter included, who had tonsillitis and had to wait 6 infections before she had her tonsils out. And my best friend was a surgeon. He did everything by guidelines. Why do the British do that? Because right now, they don't have the money to do it. In fact, it was there 3 weeks ago and 4 weeks ago, they're now hiring American doctors to go there to help their people. So why push a socialized system on the American people that doesn't work in England? Let me ask you a question. Has anyone been to an airport recently? Yeah. How many people were lining up for open heart surgery with the British Airlines? They come here to Hopkins. They don't go to Canada. They don't go to Korea. Let me ask you the next question. Who made the first step? We did. It took me 15 years, actually me 17 years. It's not easy. And I'm not the smartest in my class. Who developed the first statin drug that reduced heart attack risk by 60%? We did. And when you put us down by saying we have a lousy medical care system, I get very angry. Because when you compare us to Switzerland, let me tell you something. They're all Swiss there. Blue-eyed, blonde hair. We happen to have large ghettos, poor people, violence, drug addiction, uncontrolled immigration, and it's not fair to compare our statistics with Switzerland. That is fair, that's unfair, untrue, and that's a lie. Now, if someone wants to tell the other liar, please call me a liar, and I'll go over statistics with you. And on top of that, this new bill is going to cut back funding. It's going to cut back funding to research. Let me tell you, my son is doing research. How do I tell my son that he won't have the money to work in a lab for a cancer cure? Especially if you have a young grandchild that might benefit from that. What country out there, Switzerland, that opened the human genome? Guess what? We did this right for future. Our doctors did it. Who wins all the Nobel Prizes by 90%? We do. Where do foreign doctors come to practice and research? Here in America. 40% cut. You know what you get for an EKG? You think we're real rich? $6. The office is $33. Go on fat.com and look it up. Now, when they cut back 40% of the cardiologists in the state that has the highest amount of seniors, Florida, will go bankrupt. What did we know? That's like taking all the cops out of D.C. Does it make sense to do that? They make these arbitrary cuts, and that's what happens. Then the FDA has to be reformed. It takes $1 billion per drug to get a drug approved. Do that in Eastern Europe. They do it in about 6 months with untoward complications. No, they do have complications. Here we have too much red tape. We have too many lawsuits against companies that try to make drugs and vaccines to help our people, yet they get sued. How can you ever expect a big pharmaceutical company to make vaccines if we sue them all the time? You will get 50 to 60 deaths per year on a vaccine, as opposed to 20 million deaths. Stop this malpractice abuse. I ask my Republican friends to speak to your Democratic friends. But Obama has to look at this closely and say, guess what? I took $238 million, and I know I'm wrong, and I need to do something. Don't tell me you can have a study about malpractice that will be here 10 years from now. We need it now. So, if you take $600 million out of Medicare, think about it right now. Look at these people here. These people are still functional, wonderful people that are contributing to our society. And how do I tell them I can't treat them? Now, I'm going to go over that in the bill in 1 second. In England, if you smoke, you don't get bypassed. If you're obese, you don't get a stent. Well, guess what? Obesity is part of our culture. We have to work on it. But some people just don't sit home eating all day long to get obese. They have thyroid problems, genetic predisposition. How would you feel if a doctor told you if you're dying of a heart attack here, you can't get a stent because you're fat? Hell no. That is not the American way. Now, they're going to cut back reimbursements of $200 billion to the hospitals. That's what's going to happen. Guess what? This is going to lead to closures of hospitals around the country that provide free care to American citizens who have no insurance. Grady Hospital. Go there one day. It's better than seeing ER on TV. The only reason why they're still in business, some rich dude gave them $200 million. That's why they're still open to treat poor people. If we cut back these reimbursements, the public hospitals will close. Now, the government has negotiated with drug companies to reduce costs by $80 billion. The president has another challenge. He made a deal with the pharmaceutical companies for $80 billion behind closed doors. Wrong. He should have been harder on them to figure out a reasonable profit to allow our Medicare patients to buy drugs at 150% the cost that Canadians pay. The reason why we pay more is because of research. But don't gouge us. Don't rip us off. Make it fair. So the president has to also negotiate with the pharmaceutical companies and reduce their costs. If you look at the new things coming out right now, look at the Senate bill. They will have cooperatives. You will be able to buy insurance across state lines. You will actually have people bargaining for you. The United States government, Congressman Bartlett, should be the Walmart of health care. When they buy a bucket, they buy 1 million buckets and sell it to you for $2. Our government should go out there and buy 30 million policies at a discount. Why should you pay more? Let them reduce the price of your policies and compete. You know that little gecko out there? I just saved $200. The new system should say, I just saved $4,000 by making a phone call. And that's what the government should focus on. Why would you want them to take over health care? These are the people, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I think some of you remember Genesis, I told you that this government was not prepared for a mass exodus out of Frederick. I was ridiculed by certain members here in this county saying, oh no, we're prepared. We're prepared. You know what the backup was? FEMA. And what happened 3 months later? There was a flood. FEMA failed. Do you want the same people that brought you the Postal Service to run health care? They want to deliver mail 4 days a week. I got a question for you. When you have your heart attack on day 5, 6, and 7, what are you going to do? That's what you don't want. So the government doesn't do well in controlling. It can regulate and it can negotiate for us. We have to make it clear when you get out of here. I've asked you to sign petitions. Tell your friends to make the government go to a system where insurance companies will compete. We need tort reform. Now, this death panel stuff, I got 2 minutes left. Let me tell you about the death panel.